Hello and welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name's Michelle and today I want to talk about essential oils. The last upload that I did was with Anthony and we unboxed a bunch of things a couple of months ago, and I kind of went a little quiet under the radar since then, not because I haven't been using my oils, but I just didn't want to overload and seem disingenuous. I really wanted to try out my oils, get to know them a little bit more, figure out which ones I use more daily, which ones do I use just in certain situations. And I do have other ones where I've purchased them and I have them in my collection, but I don't know really what to do with them. Like, I have them, but I'm not sure how to incorporate them into my lifestyle. So maybe that's where you guys can come in and maybe help me out. Or perhaps you're brand new and just looking for information. Hopefully this video will be able to answer a lot of your, if you are still left with questions, please comment down below, and if not myself, maybe someone in our S&P community will be able to answer that for you. I feel like incorporating essential oils into my life has been pretty easy. I just needed to have the knowledge behind the products to be able to use them, and now I have the kids asking me for them, and sometimes Logan will ask me, and you know, all of them were making fun of me when I first started bringing them into our lives. You know, it is a little bit more of a natural, hippie, easygoing kind of, you know, alternative medicine kind of method. So to them and to like other people I've talked about, it doesn't sound like it's going to work, or it's just like in our heads, or I don't know, it's something like it's just not as effective. But I am here to debunk some of that. Now I will say I haven't had some of the stories that you may have heard where somebody had some sort of ailment and then they used their oils and now they're magically cured. I will tell you right now, I've not personally had a situation like that, but I have felt a difference with certain ones that I use. So let's kind of get into that. I really want to focus on the ones that I've repurchased because I think that shows that it got used up. I want to keep using it and how I've incorporated those. Okay, so let's start off with the one that I keep in my purse. This is something I do not go anywhere without it. It is my Balance. I do put it in a little roller jar, but the bottle itself looks like this, and I have gone through, I think, 2 of these bottles. Let's see. I don't throw anything out. As you know, I'm like a little bit of a hoarder. I'm working on it. So keep in the loop and subscribe for upcoming videos, because I definitely need to be going through and de-stashing not just the makeup in my life, but clothing and papers, and you know, it sometimes gets overwhelming, and I feel like having things that are more simplistic and straight to the point is very more, it's like clear for our minds to work better. I don't know, that might just be going off on a random limb, but this was my original bottle of the Balance. I'm not sure if you could tell, but I do still have like a tiny little itty baby amount in there, so that's why I repurchased a full new brand new bottle. I like to put this on before I go to work. I kind of use it as a perfume of sorts. I will roll it onto the inner parts of my wrist, under my neck, on my chest a little bit, and I love it. I definitely put it on before I go to yoga class. It kind of helps me be a little more grounded, a little more calm, and I love the smell of it. It smells so good. I don't really remember what's in it. Let's see. There is spruce, frankincense, blue tansy, hoe leaf, and blue chamomile, and then a bunch of other things in here. Coconut. Maybe that, I mean, it doesn't smell coconutty to me. Like, it doesn't smell like a beach. It just smells like, I don't know, just really relaxing. And I really 100% love this one. If you are going to pick out like 2 or 3 oils, I'll share those right here up front in the beginning of the video so you're not waiting. These are the ones that I think you should pick out, and I think everybody could enjoy them. There are certain ones that are tailored to different lifestyles, but I think everyone can enjoy that oil. The other one that I really have been loving, and you'll make fun of me for this one, and I'll tell you why in a second, is the roll-on of Motivate. It is just bright, fun, and citrusy. What's in here? We have fractionated coconut oil, so that's going to be the medium in which the oil is mixed in with so that you can apply it to your skin and it's less susceptible to having an irritation. And there's also yuzu, I've never heard of that before, vanilla, basil, melissa, which is really expensive, coriander, and peppermint. I don't smell the pepper. I mean, maybe you do, maybe a little bit. I just think this is like first thing in the morning, you're trying to wake up and you roll it on, or midday when you want to have coffee at 2 p.m. but you know that's not the healthiest option, put a little bit of this on, whether it be like on your neck or different like pressure points or anything like that, where you have like the heat in your body, and that will kind of warm it up. And oh, there's rosemary in here too, and I love rosemary. Motivate is one of my absolute favorites. And reading the bottle, it actually does say it's an encouraging blend. I mean, I was coming up with the descriptive terms all on my own, but I mean, it does what it says. The thing that I was saying you're gonna make fun of me for was I accidentally ordered 2. So one I'll keep in my purse, one I'll keep on my nightstand, and yeah, we'll kind of go from there. I just thought it was kind of funny. Sometimes I don't have the clearest of minds. Like, I still very much get that like cloudy, like mom brain thing going on. I don't know if it's a thyroid, I don't know if it's being tired, I don't know if it's, you know, being a mom, but yeah, sometimes I do silly things that don't make sense. Okay, so the next oil that I feel like everyone should have in their cupboard is past tense. And the reason behind this is if you are doing any sort of physical activity or just have general like tension headaches or anything like that, this is so amazing for sore muscles, or putting on the back of the neck when you just had like a really rough week, when you start to feel the pains up in here and like on the forehead, and it just feels like there's like a band of like pressure on you. I don't put this on my forehead, but I will put it on the back of my neck and into my shoulders, because that's typically where I hold the stress, which is straining on the rest of the muscles in your head. This is empty. I need to order another one of these. This is so good. It has quite a very strong scent. So some people may not like it. I personally don't mind it. There was somebody the other day that walked by me and I'm like, you have past tense on, don't you? And she's like, yeah. And I didn't know who that was. I don't know. It's just one of those very noticeable scents, or recognizable. It's got lavender, frankincense, wintergreen, so it's likely the wintergreen that's creating that little bit of an anesthetic, like numbing. So when you have a sore muscle, or like my legs were really sore. So to backtrack a second, this is the oil that started it all for me. This is the one where I had a friend hand this to me when my legs were beyond sore after a workout, and I rolled it on and it just helped. It felt like a magical thing. Like, it just took away a lot of the pain and discomfort that I was feeling, and that's what really made me a believer and kind of get into and learn a little bit more about essential oils. So it says it is a tension blend on the bottle, but I've clear gone right through the whole thing, and I do need to order another one. So it's a multi-purpose one for tension, sore muscles. I really believe in the roll-on of that one, and you should have that one in your cupboard. Another one, if you have kids, or if you personally have allergies or different respiratory things, is the roll-on stick for Breathe. I love this. I've gone through, I think, 3 of these sticks. The kids love this. Logan loves this because he typically would put on Vicks. And I just hate the idea of how much like gunk is in those products. Like, it works well for him because he wants to just open up, you know, his sinuses and things like that. So it's just like a stick sort of roll-on thing. Mine melted a little bit, so it's a little misformed. I should probably get another one. It's only a couple bucks too. It's really not much more, if not more, than like a bottle of Vicks. Plus, it's a healthier option. It has the Breathe, which is the proprietary blend from doTERRA that is going to be eucalyptus, I believe, is in here. Let me see if it, eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree, lemon, cardamom. Lots of different things in here that are supposed to like help like open things up and be refreshing and clear, and I just like the stick form. I will say I do also have this in, let me see, where is it at? It was in my original kit that I bought, because I got the kit, I think I showed you guys in a previous video, of the ones with the tiny little bottles of all the popular line. And I am empty on, or no, just about. There's like a couple more drops in that. I thought I bought another one of these. Where's it at? Where are you at? Oh, I know where it is. It's in my bedroom next to my diffuser. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm just gonna bring you guys with me because I wanna show you, this is the Breathe that I was just talking about in the dropper form, and I keep it in the dropper and in that stick roll-on for, you know, personal application, but this for the actual diffuser. And then I, apparently I have peppermint with me too. which was from that original kit, but I believe I bought a roll-on and a large size of this too. But anyways, what I was trying to get at is my diffuser. So I've had a lot of questions about different diffusers on like social media and things like that, and this one by far has been my favorite. Got it off of Amazon, and it is actually a speaker. So I don't know if I could do this one-handed, but underneath there is like the speaker form, and then of course on the top you take this all off, put a little bit of water in there, put a couple droplets of your favorite essential oils. I like to use the breathe ones in here to help us sleep at night, or I'll put like a little serenity in there too. And you can turn it on, but then it hooks up Bluetooth to maybe like your phone or something like that, and I can play my Spotify music or TV shows on here and like fold laundry or something, and then I can have the beautiful smell, have my speaker going, and it is so clear and so loud. Like I was super impressed with this. And then there is a family photo. See if I can get a clear picture from when we went to California earlier in June. How cute are we? That's so cute. But I will definitely link to it down below because like I said, I have had a lot of questions about this, and this is the one I've really been loving. And let me just see if I can get it on and show you the colors. Isn't that pretty? It's just very serene, and I believe you could stop on the colors. I haven't played around. I don't usually turn the color part on. I'll like leave it off. But yeah, I just figured I'd share that with you, and I will definitely link to it down below. Okay, let's head back to the studio and look through the rest of my oils. See, I told you I'm a hot mess. I got stuff all over the place, and I actually had this little bucket that I was trying to keep all my oils together. I have so many more to go through with you guys, but I definitely don't want to overload you in this one video. I know I've talked about some of my absolute favorites so far, so maybe let's skip ahead. There's definitely some in the middle of the road that I love, that I use like couple times a month. Things like the Clearly Calm for girl problems. So I'll either put it like on my arms or on my tummy, you know, over my ovaries and things like that when I'm having some cramps or things, you know what I mean. And it's supposed to really help kind of relieve that. I don't know that I've directly felt a difference, but the idea behind it kind of makes me feel a little bit better, and it smells really good. Another one that I really like is Whisper. I feel like it just changes scent with your body chemistry, because I've put this on a friend and I've put it on me and it smells different between the two of us. I don't know if that's a thing or not, or if I'm just making that up in my head. Very like soft and patchouli, and what is in here? Let's see. It does have patchouli in it. Bergamot, Hawaiian sandalwood, rose, vanilla, jasmine. It has all of the things that we love to have in like our special candles, but in an oil form that you can apply. Just have like a little dab here or there. I put it on one night and Logan's like, you smell amazing. Like very womanly, very like strong. And I was like, oh, it's just my essential oils. I mean, just me. Just kidding. It's just me. You know, like, I don't know. It was one of those moments where I felt like the compliment meant really well to me. Okay, I really love rosemary. It's amazing when you're making burgers. Put a drop or two in your hamburger meat. Cedarwood, I haven't used it too much, but I was reading a forum the other day and it said it was really good for skincare, especially those that are acne prone. So I very well may start to use these new rollers that doTERRA came out with that I ordered last month. I haven't opened them yet, obviously. But basically it's like make your own roller bottles with their like hardware. And you can like mix and match and make your own little recipe of products, whether you want to use it for skincare or use it to just carry around with you. And then they have, these are super affordable. They were like $1 or something like that, maybe even 50 cents. I remember it was super cheap, where I even thought about buying two, and I'm like, I don't need two. I'm not making this many bottles. But it's got the different names to put on the lids because all the bottles look the same amber color, and it would be easy to kind of mix and match them. But I thought this was kind of nice that they came out with this where it was pretty encoded, and there's wintergreen and lemon and whatever you wanted to mix and match. I think there's some blank ones, yes. So you can write in, like if I made my own skincare kind of one. My sister likes to use, what is it? Lemon, frankincense, lavender, and I want to say it was cedarwood. She uses Young Living though, so she's the enemy. No, just kidding. They're both amazing companies to kind of order your oils through. Honestly, she's told me so much about them. I've told them about, you know, doTERRA. To me, in my eyes, they're pretty much the same. And I'm sorry if that hurts anybody's feelings, but it is what it is. This is just the company I had started out with, and I'm in with them. Might as well just stick with it. I do have a website where you can go through and purchase your own oils, and it's kind of like under my name or whatnot. I guess I'm called a, what is it called, like a distributor or something like that. This is not something I actively push or work through, but it's definitely a passion of mine. Like, it's something I'm interested in, and I figured I would share that with you. If you're interested in incorporating oils into your life, I'd be more than happy to support you, answer any questions I'm able to. And if I don't know the answer, I do have a couple of different workbooks and notebooks that I can kind of look to find answers. Or of course, I do have resources and different people in my group. Like, we have like a little like group where I can ask them. So figured I'd throw that out there. Again, no pushing. This is not a hard sales pitch, whatever you want to call it. What else do I use a lot? Lemon. I ended up purchasing the big one of that one. I like to put it either in water. I really like using it in a diffuser, especially on days where I'm doing like the clean. I'm cleaning the floors and we're vacuuming and dusting everything, and you just want to be like fresh and clean. I like using this. Of course, we had the fractionated coconut oil, which is perfect when making your own blends. That way it's softer and more gentle application. And then what else do I want to talk about? I feel like I'm overloading you with information today. Oh, I do have a breathe stick. I just found this. See, my collection has gotten so big, it's like I almost forget what I have. This is just the roll-on of the breathe stick. This would be really good to keep in your purse though, especially since I had the trouble where my stick like melts a little bit. I wouldn't want to keep this in my purse. This just stays in my nightstand for like the kids to come and say goodnight to me, and I'll like put it on their chest sometimes if they're feeling congested. But this would be really nice to keep with you if you're having allergies and you really need to touch up throughout the day. I have so many more roller-ons here. Let's see, what do I want to talk about? Lavender is a given. You have to get lavender. Like, if there's any oil, like other than the Balance and maybe Serenity, I feel like Serenity, it's not, I like Balance more than Serenity, but I do like to diffuse Serenity when it's bedtime. I like to keep the two fragrances separate. While I don't do Balance at night, I want to, you know, like when you smell something and then an action is sort of, you know, brought into it. I feel like Serenity, when I have that in the diffuser, it makes me think of bedtime. It makes me think of sleepy time. Balance is more so just like, you need to chill out kind of thing. And then lavender, it's just good to mix in with other oils. Like I was saying, the blend that my sister was talking about, and of course, sleepy time. And even if you have like little boo-boos and stuff like that, it's really calming. Speaking of boo-boos, they do have this Correct X, which is sort of their version per se that you put on different cut scrapes and things like that. It's got frankincense, helichrysanthem, cedarwood, melaleuca, and lavender. So very calming, but it still has the melaleuca in it, so it's going to be killing all that bacteria and stuff like that. I put this on Anthony's legs because he just gets bug bites and then scratches them and scratches them and scratches them. Like, it drives me crazy with how much he scratches his boo-boos. My chest is feeling tight. I'm gonna do this, and then sometimes you can like cup it or put it in your hand. If that doesn't work, I'll have to go get my inhaler, but I do try to avoid taking medication if at all possible, especially with all the hormones and like thyroid stuff that I have to take. I try to avoid the other extra stuff as much as I can. Oh, and I forgot to mention before that oregano is really good for when cooking with meat and stuff like that too. But other ones that I really want to point out before I let you go are going to be the Zendocrine and the Copahiba. Now, Zendocrine, I feel like, is really great just for detoxing. When I was doing that Teamy 30-day detox, after then, I started to feel kind of bogged down, and I was like, well, maybe I could start incorporating this to kind of help. So I do put this on my tummy and the bottoms of my feet, and I feel like it helps give me a little bit more clarity. Remember how I was talking about that brain fog? And I need to get back into it because I've only used like a quarter of the bottle, and I need to use that more regularly. I tend to do things for a short bit of time and then forget, or just get busy or tired and then kind of get lax on things. That goes for working out, eating well, using oils, certain makeup products. That's just how I am. And then the other one is the Copahiba. Now, I had a broken foot about 2 years ago. I had to have surgery on it, and the spot on my foot is still randomly tender. Like, most days it's totally fine and feels brand new or normal, whatever. They did put a rod in there, by the way. But then there's other days where it just hurts so bad that it wakes me up in the night and I have to like prop it up. I don't know why. It's not like new shoes or anything changes. I think it's just your body sometimes reacts to certain things and stresses, and it holds it in areas that are more tender than others or more susceptible to, you know, hold something fresh. I rubbed this on there and it definitely helps. After a couple of days, it kind of does help to dissipate. It's supposed to be like the essential oil version of a CBD oil. Now, I have not tried a CBD oil, but I've heard amazing things about them. I am not against them whatsoever. I just feel like this was working for me and with what I was trying to use it for. I have not tried to ingest it, although I do know other people who do. So it's just supposed to be anti-inflammatory and really just help your body heal itself. Okay, so an oil that I'm not exactly sure how to incorporate into my regular life is the cassia. So I really just use this in my diffuser. I had originally read about a skincare regimen using it on there, but when I had put it on my skin, I applied it neat, which means I didn't use the carrier oil, and it like burned my skin. I was so stupid. I don't know what I was thinking. So I kind of shied away from it. It's very cinnamon smelling. It smells amazing, smells like Christmas, smells like the holidays. So the only way I know how to use it is in a diffuser. So if you know of a way to mix it maybe with some other oils in a beneficial way, I would love to hear about it. And another one that I haven't figured out quite how to use it just right is the HD Clear. Now, this is supposed to be to help clear up acne and things like that. This just straight up dried me out. Like really, like the first time I used it, like flaky as if I had had a chemical peel, very much dried me out. I'm assuming it's the melaleuca that's in it that makes it really strong in the drying out sense. There's also black cumin, hoe wood, of course the melaleuca and litsea, and geranium and eucalyptus. So other amazing things in there. So tell me if you use it. Do you put something on first, like a lotion, and then put the oil on? So maybe there's like a little bit of a barrier. I kind of like shied away from it because I don't want my face looking all dry and crusty. So let me know how you use it and incorporated that. Something that's new, and I'm trying to get it into my routine, is this new one. I think it just says one on it. I think I ordered this like 2 months ago when it was brand new. It just smells very earthy. Reminds me a little bit of the Whisper, but not as like feminine and soft and gentle. I really love the Whisper, whereas this one has more of a like, I don't know, it's just different. Yeah, this one's very earthy to me. It has ylang ylang, frankincense, vetiver, Douglas fir, cardamom, and melissa. It is a grounding oil, it says. So I don't know, I just haven't really pulled for this one too much, and I figured I'd share that with you. Okay, while I feel like this video is long enough, I still have so much more to say. So let me know if you're interested in seeing a follow-up to this video. I mean, I haven't even gone through any of these ones that I have in here, but I figure like that's a really great jumping off point of the ones that I use the most and how I incorporate them into my life and which ones maybe you would really like to try. Again, let me know if you have any questions or if you're interested in seeing more videos like this. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and of course hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with my new videos. Check out my blog at sproutfromepink.com, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!